Well, welcome to the Virgin London Marathon show for our series of Loose Women. And I'm joined by two very, very lovely ladies, Phoebe Thomas and Kelly Adams. Both, you haven't worked together, but you crossed over on Holby City.
Yeah, that's right. I was there for a few years, and just as I was leaving, Phoebe showed up.
Joined for a few years. I think I moved into your dressing room. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So well acquainted, and that's just as well, because you're actually, Phoebe, now coaching Kelly.
I am, yes, in my kind of whole other capacity. At Women's Running Magazine, we're starting to have a kind of little group of celebrities that we're going to be looking after, and Kelly is one of the first that I've started to work with. And yes, it's all worked really well for you, hasn't it? I think just having some guidance and not just being left to your own devices, and just having that support along the way. So Kelly's been, following our Run Lounge training platform, and I think finding it quite helpful.
Honestly, without that, before this marathon, this is my first marathon, I'd done sort of some 5Ks and some 10Ks, but I'd not actually trained. I don't really know what I did in preparation for it. I think I just ran and hoped for the best. With Phoebe's, the Run Lounge thing that she's been sending me every Friday, it has an exact schedule for the week, on which I followed to the absolute note. But everything about nutrition and about what to do in between and injuries and everything, I literally would not have a single clue. I don't know how people train for the marathon without being told what to do. I've been like, okay, I'll do whatever Phoebe says. But it's got me here and I feel ready. It's amazing. From the beginning, where I just thought, what? I watch it every year. I could never imagine doing it. And here I am a few days before, and I can't believe it, but it's because of the schedule.
Yeah, here you are, and I'm going to warn you that you've only got 3 days to go now. So.
Oh my God. No!
But you said earlier that you've got a little bit more time. You have got a TV show on at the moment, but you've had a little bit more time. So what sort of mileage have you been doing each week?
Well, I've been doing to time, not miles, as is Phoebe's recommendation. So I've had to buy a GPS. I don't know what I was doing before. I don't even know what time, how far, anything I was running before. So it's basically the endurance runs, the Sunday runs have been the longest, and the furthest I've gone is just 3 hours, which for me was 21 miles. So I as you say, you don't really have to do any more than that. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, Kelly's really been focusing on, and we always say this to people, people do obsess with the miles that they cover for their longest run for the marathon. But anything over 3 hours generally sees diminishing returns. As you know, people kind of step up to the start line absolutely knackered because they've done too many big long runs. But what Kelly, I think, has really focused on, and what we've really focused on, is practicing that marathon pace within the long runs. So doing a 3 hour run, but doing the last hour at your target marathon pace, doing lots of threshold work throughout the week, all the things that are going to get Kelly strong to be able to push on in the last 6 miles, which is what the marathon's all about, isn't it?
So the big question is, what time are you going for?
Well, first marathon, my husband just did Brighton and he did it in 3 hours 43. So anything that pace or faster will make me very happy. So under 4 would make me very happy. But if I can beat him, I'll be very happy.
And listen, have you ever taken part in an event that's in any way, shape or form similar to the London Marathon?
No, I mean, I did a half in preparation for this, which was a very sort of modest half in Richmond, and there was a sort of few people clapping somewhere. But so it was amazing for me to see the Brighton last week, because watching the start of that, I thought, wow, this is so high adrenaline. It's absolutely mental. I don't know if I like. There's people running around. There's loads of men having a wee. There's people throwing bottles and clothes, and I was like, I'm really pleased I've seen this, because I need to know that I can't participate in that. I have to sort of, I'll probably have like a balaclava on or something and just be like Yoda sat in the middle of it, not listening. So I'm really pleased I saw that.
And Phoebe, as Kelly's coach, how do you see her as a runner, and where do you think she can get to?
Kelly, actually, she is a natural little runner. She's being very, very modest. She is a natural little runner, and you could break 3:30 no problem one day, absolutely. Her progression has been phenomenal, considering she literally came to us saying, well, I just kind of poodle around the park 3 times a week. And I think it's just, as it is for everyone, it's structuring the training and getting the right key elements in there that's really seen you progress. And you're doing amazingly. So I'm really excited for her on Sunday.
And Phoebe, when are we going to see you back on the marathon circuit again?
I'm quite tempted actually to do another marathon. I've been concentrating on my own 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathon, and that's again what I'm doing this summer. But I might be doing something in the autumn. I might do a marathon in the autumn. With all the commentary work and presenting and all of that at the various marathons now, it's impossible for me to do one in the spring. So it's going to be an autumn marathon for me. So yes, watch this space.
Yes, and watch this space, and that is the end of Loose Women here at the London Marathon Expo. And if you all want to get out there and support Kelly to beat her husband and cheer her on, she's looking for a sub 3:43. So really look out for her and give her a big cheer, because she might need it or might not be, as the case. Phoebe says she's a very natural runner, so I think we're going to be seeing great things from Kelly Adams. Thanks, ladies.